Authorities say yesterday afternoon, Williams was in a semi on I-20 in Van Zandt County when he fired a gun at a car with 4 people inside. One woman, identified by family tonight as 31-year-old Caitlin Elizabeth, died from a gunshot.
I thank God. Straight from the mud, now it's time to get the pie. Blood, you can see it in my eyes. My future turning up, what it's time to be alive. I'm that nigga, I don't mean to brag, but I'm getting too nice with this. Ain't no way that I'm going outside. My pockets been heavy as shit. The bank is
What's poppin', M2T? It's your boy Run on the channel to be. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe button whenever you pull up to the channel. And while you at it, hit that post notification button for your boy, so whenever I drop, you can hop up in the truck and roll with me. See what's popping. How is everybody doing today, fam? Y'all already know what the day is. TGIF. M2T, we made it, baby. Another week, you heard me? Thank you, Lord. He ain't had to bless us with that. A lot of people didn't make it this week. A lot of people didn't wake up this morning. Thank you, Lord. We appreciate you, Father. You all right with us. So, man, we have some stuff that's going on today, you guys. And today is also M2T Honors. We want to make sure that we bring honors to our trucker each Friday for their good deeds and their good works. And we want to go ahead and start it out with our first trucker for the M2T Honors. Our first trucker is going to be Trucker Timothy Olden, a native of North Chesterfield, Virginia, on December 22nd, 2023, around 2:30 in the morning. Trucker Timothy was traveling on I-40 in Crossville, Tennessee, when he saw another trucker in front of him veer off the off-ramp and crash. With the tractor and the flatbed laying on the driver's side, he immediately stopped, hopped out of his truck, and ran over there to the trucker to assist and to aid him. The driver only had minor cuts and bruises. Trucker Tim called 911 and waited with his fellow trucker brother until they got there to him. When he asked that truck driver, "Man, what happened?" the driver admitted to Trucker Tim, "Brother, I fell asleep." Trucker Tim told him the 3 yawn rules. If you catch yourself yawning 3 times, hurry and get to a rest stop or a truck stop and rest. Y'all remember that, the 3 yawn rules. Shout out to Trucker Timothy for giving us that. Then he told him to go stretch out in the back of his truck and go to bed. Called 911 and authorities. They came, they aided and assisted the trucker in getting everything right, and he was on by his way. Shout out to Trucker Timothy Olden for looking out for his fellow brother like that at 2-something in the morning. Before we get to our second trucker, as y'all can see, Ron is at work. I'm grinding just like y'all is on this Friday morning. So y'all might see a little shake here and there during here. But hey, I'm at work just like y'all is. You hear me? So it ain't gonna be too much. It might be a little bit though. All right, you guys? All right, work with me. Our second honor goes to Trucker David Cordano, a native of Albuquerque, New Mexico. All right, New Mexico. On January the 9th, 2024, Trucker David was traveling on U.S. Highway 64 in Kirkland, New Mexico, around 1:55 in the morning, when he saw another 18-wheeler in front of him on the highway. When he saw the rear passenger back trailer tires was on fire, he sped up to tell the driver, hey, your back trailer tires is on fire. Pull over. So the driver immediately pulled over, as well as Trucker David. He grabbed his extinguisher and attempted to aid his trucker brother in putting out his trailer tires. They hurried up and called 911. When neither of them could extinguish the fire, they both, the trucker who trailer was on fire, he disconnected from the trailer. Trucker David pulled his truck back, because Trucker David also noticed while extinguishing the fire, trying to anyway, that the trucker was hauling hazardous, flammable material in his trailer. So the fire department pulled up. Took them 2 hours to put this fire out, but they finally got it out. And the truck driver was able to get the assistance and aid that he needed. So shout out to Trucker David for helping his fellow brother out. As you can see, these two honors today, they both was truckers that helped and aided other trucker brothers. That's what our community is about, M2T. I applaud them, God. I applaud Trucker Tim. I applaud Trucker David. Today, we are honoring you two truckers, and we are letting you guys know that you guys are our MVTs of the week, the most valuable truckers. We appreciate your good deeds. We appreciate the integrity. Job well done, truckers. Thank you for your good deeds. Before we continue with the stories, we will be back to you after these messages and a few words from our partners.
What's up, M2T fam? Merch is available now. We have styles for the men and the ladies. Visit our catalog and check out our inventory. What you waiting for? Go to Married2Trucking.store. Vicious scammers are constantly seeking and lurking to steal your identity from the internet. Our partners Aura specializes in protecting your social security number, passwords, and emails by sending you an alert in real time when your information is compromised. So click on the link in the description box below and go to aura.com/married2trucking to sign up for a free 14-day trial. Trust me, you won't regret it. Hey, Run, now back to the story.
Today, we are bringing you guys an update on the case of 46-year-old trucker Jason Rashad Williams, a native of Danville, Illinois, and 31-year-old Kaylin Elizabeth, a native of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We are going to recap the story for you guys a little bit so that those that's not familiar with the story can become familiar with it. And we're going to provide you with the update to this story. Tuesday afternoon, September 19, 2023, on Interstate I-20 in Van Zandt County, Texas, Kaylin Elizabeth was traveling with two family members and a baby when they crossed paths with trucker Jason Williams. What was a beautiful, sunny day, great day, turned into a horrifying, dark nightmare immediately. Check this out.
We now know the identity of a woman who was shot to death in a car going on Interstate 20.
46-year-old Jason Rashad Williams of Danville, Illinois, is in the Van Zandt County Jail, charged with murder and 3 counts of aggravated assault after a road rage altercation. His bond set at $1.75 million. Authorities say yesterday afternoon, Williams was in a semi on I-20 in Van Zandt County when he fired a gun at a car with 4 people inside. One woman, identified by family tonight as 31-year-old Kaylin Elizabeth, died from a gunshot.
First and foremost, we want to send our condolences to Kaylin's mom, Miss Holmes, her family, her friends, and her loved ones. Kaylin was only 31 years old, M2T. Very young lady. Beauty salon stylist in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Beautiful young woman. Had her whole life ahead of her. Living her best life. Loved tremendously by her family and her friends. In fact, she was with family and friends when this incident took place. KLTV 7 provided us with a report that they published about this situation. And as you guys know, the reports are a little bit more in depth about what's happening. We want to share a little bit of that report with you guys. So let's check that report out, you guys. Boom. Okay, let's check this out. Mother of woman murdered on I-20 says trucker was trailing car before fatal shooting. Van Zandt County, Texas. An Illinois man is charged with the murder of a vehicle passenger following an incident on Tuesday, and his victim has been identified by her mother. Kaylin Elizabeth, 31 of Louisiana, was murdered in what is believed to be a road rage shooting on the interstate in Van Zandt County, Texas, Tuesday. Jason Rashad Williams, 46, of Danville, Illinois, was driving an 18-wheeler when he opened fire on the vehicle in which Elizabeth, two female family members, and a baby. Elizabeth was struck by the gunfire and pronounced dead at the scene. Elizabeth's mother, Cynthia Holmes, says Elizabeth was a hairstylist in Baton Rouge. She tells us what happened as she learned her daughter had just been shot. M2T, I'm gonna let you guys hear from her mother and see exactly what it is that her mother want to tell us about how she found out everything on that day about her daughter and what happened. Check this out.
Caitlin Elizabeth was from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Her mother told our sister station in Baton Rouge that Caitlin worked as a hairstylist. She spoke tonight about when she found out her daughter was shot.
My other daughter, Noah Holmes, was calling to tell me my daughter was shot in the face by a guy that was driving an 18-wheeler.
Oh my God.
And they said that he was trailing them, and they were going to one lane, he was going to the next, and they eventually ended up on the side of each other, and my daughter asked him what was the problem because he was getting in front of them, they couldn't pass him, and he just, when she said that, my other daughter said she was getting the baby, playing with the baby, and my other daughter-in-law, she was driving. They had no clue that he was going to shoot her.
Crazy, M2T. Crazy. You can just hear the heartbreak in her mom, you know. This is a mother, you know. This is her daughter. This is her baby girl. You know, she just hearing all this stuff about. She was explaining how her other daughter was telling her what happened. So, Caitlin, they literally pulled up on the side of him, asked him what's wrong. This is Caitlin talking to him, letting her window down, talking to him, you know, what's wrong? What's going on? What's wrong? You know, basically, why is you doing us like this? It seems to me, in my opinion, from how it's looking, from how her sister was explaining, that her sister let that window down, stuck her head out, and asked this man what's wrong with him, what's the problem. And this man literally leaned out his window or pointed down, because he's in an 18-wheeler, so he's up, pointed down, boo-ah, shot this girl dead in her face, M2T. Dead in her face. Come on, man. And the way that it all happened, you know what I mean? You know, it was just chaos, that whole, just those seconds. I mean, their life changed in an instant, you know. And then it's a baby in this car with these women. You know, it's a car full of women. I mean, this is a coward. This is a straight coward. Idiot. And snatched this baby life away from her like that. What I want to do, let me let you know this first and foremost. When he did this, her family that was in the car with her immediately called 911, right? They immediately put a bolo, be on lookout for, a wire on this truck. Now, when they did that, it was an officer not too far that got the bolo. And I want y'all to hear from this officer when, how, and what he found when he caught this dude in this truck. Check this out.
Van Zant County Precinct 4 Constable Pat Jordan was on his way to Smith County when he heard about a vehicle-to-vehicle shooting on I-20 and decided to respond. About 15 seconds after dispatch described the suspect vehicle as a maroon truck with a white trailer, Jordan happened to spot one drive past.
And so I thought, well, I'll pull this one over. It's the first maroon white truck I've seen, but there's a lot of them out there. I had initiated my lights and it pulled over.
Jordan says the driver exited the truck and identified himself as Jason Rashad Williams.
I asked him, I said, was you involved in an altercation down the road? And he said, yes.
That's when Jordan had the feeling he had caught the suspect. After disarming Williams and calling for backup assistance, Jordan put on his body camera to record a roadside interview before Williams was detained. This footage has not yet been released.
He said he was coming down the road, vehicle pulled upside him. They got into some type of verbal argument, and she threw something in his truck. I asked him, I said, well, did you have a gun? He pointed at him, yeah. Did you fire the gun? I don't know.
Williams is charged with murder and 3 counts of aggravated assault.
Y'all heard the officer? I guess the dude could have lied, It seemed like he kept, he did tell the officer, yeah, I got into it. Because he asked him, did you get into an altercation with? Yeah, I got it. Or did you pull a gun on him? Yeah. Well, did you shoot? Well, no, man, come on, man. He kind of explained. He kind of said, but he knew that he was out of there. Shout out to that sheriff, to that officer, for being on deck, and being able to, get at him as quick as he did. Texas don't play, they pretty much be up on it. Now let's talk about this idiot. Look at him. Now he's sitting up in Van Zandt County jail with a $1,750,000 bond, looking like he looking. Damn fool, rightfully so. Now, why is this dude bond $1,750,000? I gotta tell y'all, I've never ever heard of a bond that high. Now, I get it. The extent of what happened to Kaylin, the people that was in that car, I get it. It should have been a no bond, as far as I'm concerned. See, dudes like this, they're a poor excuse for truckers. Poor excuse for a man. No regard for human life at all. This dude knew exactly what he was doing when he did it to who he was doing it to. Trailing them, not letting them get over. Evidently he knew he seen the women in the car. So was he trying to get some attention? Was this dude that desperate for attention till he was cutting them off, trailing them, stop letting them get on? They finally get on. Man, what's going on? And he poke his chest out at these women like that. You have some men, they just, for whatever reason, they act the way they act when they come to beautiful women. We almost through. We almost through it, M2T. We almost through it. Now, he was arrested September the 19th, 2023. A grand jury indicted him on December the 15th of 2023 and set his first court date for January the 30th, 2024, which brings us to our update for you guys today. We have video footage of this guy in court on January the 30th, 2024. And he went in his courtroom thinking that he was going to have a great day. And little did he know, it turned bad for him real quick. So what I want to do first and foremost is show you guys how his interaction with the judge and the prosecutor, the DA, went when he went in this courtroom on January the 3rd of 2024. Check this out.
Mr. Williams, you understand that you've just been arraigned on these 4 charges, and you understand what you're charged with, correct?
Yes, I do.
And you've been in a plea of not guilty, and you intend to persist in that plea of not guilty, is that correct?
Yes, I do.
And your profession up until the date of your arrest was long-haul truck driver, is that correct?
Yes.
So you travel around the country as part of your job?
Yes.
Pass the witness.
State, any questions?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Williams, what state did you say that you live in before this occurred?
Illinois,
And how long had you lived there?
my entire life.
And you told the court that you had never been convicted of a felony before. Was that correct?
Yes,
But in fact, you have been convicted of some criminal offenses in Illinois. Is that correct?
no,
Oh, that's not correct.
no, I've never been convicted of anything in Illinois.
Well, have you been convicted in any state?
Nope,
All right. Well, what happened to the arrest for battery in 2002?
that was dismissed before I got to the jail.
Well, I don't think it was dismissed before you got to the jail because it shows a bookend number here. What about the unlawful use of a weapon in 2013?
Found not guilty of all charges.
What about the domestic assault, second degree?
Not guilty on that one too. That was just part of the same case. All those were found. I was clear of all of them.
What about the second degree robbery?
Never been charged with robbery.
I'm sorry?
Never was charged with robbery.
This says in January 25th of 2013.
Oh, that was part of the second one. Yeah, all those were not guilty. All the 2013s went to trial. All not guilty.
What about in St. Louis, the domestic assault, first degree with serious injury?
That was all part of the same trial. All not guilty.
Were you living in St. Louis at that time?
Yeah, I was working in St. Louis at that time.
Were you living in St. Louis at that time?
Yes,
If this judge releases you on bond, who would you be living with?
my friend,
Your who?
roommate, back in Illinois.
And is that who you were living with before you were arrested for this?
Yes,
One roommate or more than one?
just one.
Does that person have any criminal history?
No,
And where will you be working?
be driving a truck somewhere.
You an independent owner operator?
Yes,
You know what the punishment range is for murder in the state of Texas?
yes.
What's that?
No less than 5, no more than life.
No more than 5?
No
more than life.
No more than life. I'm sorry. You would agree with me that that's pretty serious, huh?
Yes,
And how much is your bond currently?
1.75 million.
And what have you done to try to make that bond?
Called people and just it's not attainable.
Who have you called?
Called my parents. I called my insurance company when they were denied coverage. I'm
You called your insurance company?
just still carry.
Oh, your concealed carry insurance company. Okay. Have you called a bondsman?
No,
So you don't know what a bondsman would require you to come up with to make that bond for you?
oh, that's pretty much irrelevant with the bondsman. It's a matter of coming up with the money. And
But you don't know what a bondsman would require to make that bond for you.
there's $75,000.
You didn't know that before your lawyer just wrote it down for you, did you?
Well, yeah, I knew that part.
Oh, okay. But you haven't even tried to make the bond that you have.
Yes, we have.
Okay. What bondsman did you call?
I didn't call any bondsman. The person at home called. I don't know which bondsman they called.
Okay. So who made those phone calls for you? Anyone other than that insurance company?
No,
And what did the insurance company tell you?
That they couldn't cover it.
But as of today, you haven't talked to any bondsmen at all.
No,
How much money do you have to make a bond?
none. I'm not working.
Oh, so you're just asking this court to let you out on a PR bond?
Granted, that would be nice. So I can go back home and take care of what I need to take care of and prepare for this trial.
And you don't have any money to make a bond?
No. But I have property.
Do you own your truck?
No, that was a second truck I was buying, so I don't own that truck. I was paying
That was a second truck. Do you own a first truck?
that truck got totaled 2-3 years ago.
Okay. So do you own any truck, right? Any semi-tractor right now?
No,
Any semi-trailer?
no.
So you can't work as an owner-operator then?
Yes, I can get another truck.
How are you going to get a truck?
Contract to another company or lease another truck.
Okay, so how are you going to get the money to lease a truck?
Judge, I object to relevance. We're talking about the ability to make bond, and leasing a truck, whether or not he can be employed or not employed it is a valid question or a relevant question to meet his ongoing requirements in this county. But, whether or not he can purchase or not purchase a truck is not relevant to his ability to make bond at this point.
Your response, Mr. Curry.
Yes, Your Honor, I think it is relevant because I think if he has assets to lease a truck, then he has assets to make a bond, but yet his testimony before this court is that he doesn't have any assets to make a bond. I'm rather confused on what he's asking for, what his financial situation is with regard to the ability to come back and report on pretrial, the ability to come back and appear before this court, if he has no money at all, and is his plan for getting that money is to lease a truck. I think it's very relevant to know how he's going to lease that truck.
And Judge, that was not his testimony. He did not testify that he didn't have any assets. He testified he didn't have any cash, which is substantially different. And his assets are located in Illinois, which may include several vehicles that can be sold in order to come up with the money to post bond with the aid of his friends and family in Illinois. The issue is whether or not he's going to be employable if he makes bond. And his answer or response would be that his employment would be to drive the truck. So they're two separate issues. But as far as assets are concerned, he has testified that he doesn't have any cash. He's been in jail and unemployed for some time. But he does have assets, and that's why we're asking for a reduction.
I can rephrase my question, Judge.
All right, court will sustain the objection as to that specific issue. Go ahead, Mr. Curry.
So, Mr. Williams, what assets do you have that you can sell to make a bond?
My cars.
And how many cars do you have?
2.
What are they?
It's an Audi and a Mercedes.
And what year is the Audi?
2012.
How much is it worth?
Probably about 15.
I'm sorry, about 15?
Yeah.
1,000?
Yes.
Okay. And what year is the Mercedes?
2015.
And how much is it worth?
Probably 20.
All right. So you've got $35,000 in assets. Did you list those on your affidavit requesting court-appointed counsel?
The Mercedes, yes.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
Is anyone working on selling those assets for you now?
No.
Your Honor, we'll pass the witness.
Okay, so this dude goes up in there. Y'all seen him? He in there, holding his arm, with his head down, looking for some sympathy, And to that DA come up in there. That DA drilled him, wasn't trying to hear nothing. You can tell she want to lock his butt up under the jail, and rightfully so. Then his attorney, well, we just, she said, well, what you want? You want to get out on a personal reconnaissance? You want a PR bond? Which y'all know what a PR bond is. A PR bond is when they just let you out on the word. And then his attorney, well, that would be nice. Idiot. When I heard them, when she asked them, what you want, a personal reconnaissance bond? And that would be nice. The first thing I said to him through T was, what a idiot. This man is sit here and murdered this woman like this in cold blood, and with all these other women and a baby in the car, and you got the audacity to come up in this courtroom today talking about, a personal reconnaissance bond would be good. Not only that, this idiot say they would like for it to at least be 40 or 50,000. Dude, you go from 1,750,000 to 40 or 50,000? What a idiot. Now, of course, y'all seen the judge, he lowered a little bit for him, 500,000, man. He ain't even deserve that as far as I'm concerned. Then he's sitting up there, well, I got some cars, I got an Audi, what was it, 14, a 2012 Audi, Mercedes 2014, 15 Mercedes, or the Audi worth 15, Mercedes worth 20. I don't think that old ass car is not worth no, ain't worth no 15,000. And the Mercedes ain't worth no 20,000. I don't know, M2T. Y'all tell me, is those cars worth that much? Point is, he went in here thinking he was going to come out with a $40,000, $50,000 bond so he can sell those old raggedy cars and try to get out, and got a $500,000 bond. Yeah, gone on back down. Think about it. So he's due back up in court in April, this month, the middle of this month, 14, 15, 16, something like that. And I'll be keeping you guys posted up on that. Get in them comments, M2T. Hit that like button and let me know what it is y'all think about this situation. Man, it's getting hot. It's a lot of road raging going on, a lot of innocent people, even some truckers, getting put in position where we losing our lives, we getting shot, a lot of innocent people losing their lives, getting shot. It's just this road rage is out of control. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and we're going to continue to bring you guys the story. We're going to continue to bring you guys the story. Shout out to all you subscribers for pulling up to the channel and looking out for us. Man, we appreciate that over here at M2T. And if I haven't told y'all today, thank you. Thank you, M2T. We are on our way to 10,000 subscribers. And I'm preparing for the party already, man. We go do our thing when that 10,000 subscriber count hit. All right, we gonna have a blast. Shout out to the guests that be pulling up on us. We appreciate you guys. Before you hop out the truck, M2T, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that, get in there and comment. But most definitely hit that subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I appreciate you guys. And I love you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. And you already know. Until next time, it's your boy.
I just got in a whole brand new bag. I'm running around.